Hey guys, welcome to applediaries.com. Welcome to my Heal Thyself channel, where I'm discussing health, detox, how to heal thyself. I haven't been making many videos. I haven't really wanted to talk much because this current world situation is just so surreal and unbelievable, and the stupidity that I'm witnessing just in my own small town, and you know, that's magnified all over the world. It just makes me want to focus on my garden and focus on my health even more, you know, lots of stretching, deep breathing. So that's where I'm at. That's where I've been. I've been doing a lot of, you know, gardening. I've seeded a whole bunch of salad greens. I'm finally not eating greens from the grocery store, so that feels really good. If I manage to find nice sheets of glass or some plastic where I can sort of do makeshift greenhouse on top of these raised beds I have, I could probably have greens all the way into November. And then if I'm really desperate and the grocery store situation isn't too ridiculous, I can either go back there or just begin incorporating the daily green powders as sort of like a survival food. And I sprout. I do lots of sprouting in the winter, so I'll always have fresh greens. My goal is to end my dependence on these grocery stores. I mean, I asked the lady today, I went in and bought some fruit, and I asked her, because I had posted a video recently of a lady in Quebec who was in like basically a hazmat suit and a big mask, and she had who knows what chemicals in this canister, and she was going down the aisles spraying all the canned and packaged products. So I jokingly, in a sense, asked the lady today if they do that in our grocery store, and she said yes. They've hired a lady specifically to go around spraying all the store shelves, and I don't know when she's doing this. Maybe it's when the store's closed, I'm not sure. But they've hired somebody specifically for this task. And I said, what they're spraying is chemicals. I said, that's harmful. It's worse than that which you think you are trying to eradicate. Because, I mean, oh, that's a whole nother topic. It's just the stupidity. And anyway, so she said to me, she's only spraying bleach. I said, bleach? They're spraying bleach on all the products that I'm gonna touch, some of them? Bleach. And she said, yeah, just bleach. I said, bleach is even worse. And she said, I don't think so, it's just bleach. Anyways, I laughed, and I just shake my head. But, you know, this is just unreal, the mindset of the people, and how ignorant, how ridiculous. I mean, we have people willingly wearing masks when they're not even mandated because they think these masks are going to save them. These masks are very harmful, okay? The masks cause the individual to restrict their airflow, for one. For two, you are recirculating your own and rebreathing back in your own carbon dioxide waste. People who are already compromised and are wearing masks, I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna just pass out and keel over on the floor. Like, the stupidity just keeps piling on top of the stupidity, and this is why I'm finding it hard to talk or to make videos, because I'm just gonna vent like I am now. This video is supposed to be about salt, and now I'm gonna end this video in a minute, and I'm gonna go and do the video I wanted to do about salts. So, I guess what's coming down the line is food shortages. There's gonna be a second wave. They're gonna blame it on the people who got out and protested, and the people who I guess you could say, downplayed the severity of the virus, even though the virus doesn't exist. If you research and do some actual digging into germ theory, you'll find that the very basis for all of this is just a fairy tale at best. Yeah, people are sick. Yeah, people are dying. I'm not denying that. But the cause of death and the reasons why are being manipulated, exaggerated, construed, everything. So, anyways, what I'm focusing on now is food storage. I think we all need to have at least 6-month food supply to withstand this long winter that's going to come upon us. We're not going to be feeling these shortages so much until the winter time. But there's, if you listen to, say, Ice Age Farmer, he's got a lot of good information, because not only are we dealing with this ridiculousness of what they're making food producers do, and how they're making people shut down their businesses, and how that's going to affect our food quality and our food quantities. But we are also dealing with, grand solar minimum, which is a natural cycle of the earth that comes around every, I think it's 400 years. And so on top of all this ridiculousness, we also have these natural earth cycles where the earth is actually cooling, even though they're screaming global warming, while they're spraying our skies, shielding sunlight from reaching the earth. And they're shortening our growing seasons, plus our growing seasons are shortening anyways. And then we've got this ridiculousness of the general public and our elected officials just adding insult to injury. So what's coming down the line is massive food shortages, so you better be prepared. And, I've been preparing for this for a long time. I kind of fell out of it, but about 10 years ago, that's why I moved to this 7-acre farm. I wanted to know exactly where all my food was coming from. I wanted to know, I wanted to be able to have complete food security, which I did obtain there on that farm. But on that farm, I discovered that a lot of the foods I was eating was making me sick, like the meats, the eggs, the dairy, the grains. So now I'm still farming, but on a smaller, more manageable scale, because the only thing I have to grow is fruits, greens, and vegetables, because that's what I live off of. And I'm very proud of myself for coming this far, because I feel that never has there ever been a time before that health is just so important, and the ability to do with less is even equally as important. And I've obtained that, I've succeeded in that department. So what I'm doing is, like I said, preparing. I'm going to be doing lots of canning, lots of dehydrating, lots of sprouting seeds. I'll be collecting seeds this summer from all my plants on my Swiss chard, anything I'm growing. I'm going to be collecting the seeds again. I've always been a seed collector, but I'm going to be more serious about it this year. I'm just gonna, I hope it doesn't come to the point where I have to start eating, the canned foods and all this all winter. But if I do, I'd much rather have my own canned tomato sauces and have to line up at a grocery store where they're rationing people and testing their temperatures and only allowing you to go in 1 day a week and spraying all their products with harmful chemicals. And I'd rather just avoid the stupidity circus show altogether. So that's what people who are in the know are going to be doing, focusing on their gardens, focusing on food storage, focusing on how to deal with public officials if they happen to be knocking at your door, things like this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this now. I'm gonna go do my video on salts. Happy healing, everyone. I wish you all well. State of the world is so uncertain, and lots coming down the line. Very interesting times. If you're prepared, it should be all right. Lots of even candles, like be prepared for power outages, be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. So I just did a whole 10-minute video on a topic I didn't intend to. That's okay. So, happy healing, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. It gives me inspiration to continue, and I wish you all well.